Danny Danko on the normal radio. Free weed. Free weed. Oh, yo. Danny Danko come to show you how it grows. You're now tuned into the Free Weed by Danny Danko on normal radio. Presented by High Times Magazine. See me, I say, boom, bang.
Yes, it's time for us to visit our Cultivator's Corner with Danny Danko of the Free Weed blog from High Times Magazine. How you doing, Danny?
I'm great. Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, thank you for being on the show. It's nice seeing you at the last event, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you at the next one. I don't know if that was your huge announcement, but well, let's tell it. I've already teased everyone that you had a huge announcement. I should just throw it right to you and let you get to it.
Yeah. We just basically signed the ink and paperwork. The ink is dry on contracts for September 7th in Seattle at our Cannabis Cup. The event that night is Slightly Stupid at WAMU Theater with Redman as the opening act. So it's Redman and Slightly Stupid at the WAMU Theater in Seattle, September 7th. And if people purchase the 2-day passes, the VIP tickets, they get access to that show. It's one of the biggest we've ever done ourselves because it's like a 7,200 capacity theater. So we're really excited. We had Slightly Stupid at Red Rocks in Denver, but that was actually not a High Times show. So this is going to be an all High Times show with Slightly Stupid and Redman, and we're looking forward to that. We're really happy about that, and we've got Rick Steves attending the event as well. The only unfortunate thing is it's the same weekend as Portland Hempfest.
Yeah, there was some concern about that down here in Portland with folks trying to figure out where they were going.
Yeah, I mean that was done with no intent or anything. I don't think the people who scheduled it even knew that it was that same weekend. But yeah, I mean it's unfortunate that it happens to be that same weekend because I'm a big fan of Portland Hempfest and the people who put that on, and the whole event is amazing. So I'm not trying to, split people up of where they want to go. We have the Cup up in Seattle, and we'll be there pretty strong for Seattle Hempfest as well.
That's right. We got Seattle Hempfest coming up on August 14th, 15th, 16th, 3-day event. I'll be there at Dab Central, booth 517. I know High Times will be there. Aren't you guys around like the 420s somewhere in the front of the main stage?
We're somewhere towards the main stage with National Normal and Washington Normal, and basically there's a whole little cluster around there. But I think your area is going to be the place to be for sure, Dab Central.
Yeah, we'll see. They say there's no torches or open flames allowed in the park, so I guess people are going to have to bring vape pens and electric nails. Yeah,
well, electric nails are I think the savior of the whole dab scene in a certain way, because once they develop more, technology for the email, I think it's going to take a lot of that kind of cracky sort of thing that people view blowtorches with this sort of disdain, because it's like we joke around and call it tree basing, but the truth is that people are turned off a lot of times by the sight of a glowing hot nail and a blowtorch and all that. And I think if you can have something that just plugs in and heats up to the proper temperature, some type of a ceramic heating element, and I've seen them already. I mean, they're making their way out there into the world, and I think that goes a step towards sort of legitimizing what we're doing with the concentrates.
Now, I think I've got the dates wrong on the Cannabis Cup on my graphic. So is it the 7th and 8th, correct?
The 7th and 8th of September is the Cannabis Cup in Seattle. And Hempfest, I think, is the 14th, 15th, and 16th, or 15th, 16th, and 17th of August.
Yeah, so you guys will be flying all the way across the country 2 times in 3 weeks about.
Yeah, and there's some cool events around Seattle Hempfest as well. I know there's a mass can thing that Pete Saunders is putting together, a VIP party one of those nights, and I'm excited about that. And some interesting musical acts too. Everlast, I'm pretty interested to see Everlast perform at that. That's going to be pretty cool. So yeah.
All right. Well, Seattle Hempfest and then the Seattle Cannabis Cup, open to the public. It's legal in Seattle. How is judging work? Can people become judges for the Seattle Cup?
Well, they can judge things like best booth and best product and things like that, but we don't have access to enough, cannabis and concentrates for every single attendee to be a judge of that. We usually pick a panel of, expert judges. We have, hopefully we're going to get like Jorge Cervantes. I know Rick Steves is interested from NPR's travel show with Rick Steves. I know Redman's going to participate in that, but people like Mel Frank and, cannabis, celebs and people who know their stuff without being, affiliated with any of the entrants or anybody like that.
Excellent. All right. And so there'll be categories as indicas, hybrids, sativas. How do the categories break down for this cup?
Yeah, we have medical hybrids, medical indica, medical sativa, but we also are doing, as we did in Denver, US Cup flowers and US Cup concentrates. And then there's also medical concentrates and medical solventless concentrates, things like bubble hash and dry fish. So that's the categories. But like in Denver, we are doing a US Cup for flowers and a US Cup for concentrates, and that should be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And for information, if people want to get their tickets, early bird, is there early bird pricing, and what's the website?
Yeah, it's medcancup.com, medcancup.com.
Even though this isn't
we're about to put it up on hightimes.com as well. I'm sure there'll be links for that, but all the information about, I guess it is up now. So people can go to hightimes.com and find out the info. I think we just basically literally 5 seconds ago posted live that Slightly Stupid and Redman are going to be performing at the WAMU Theater that Saturday night, the 7th. So, and that's part of your ticket if you buy the 2-day pass, which I think is well worth it. I think it's something like $65 right now. Not 100% sure, but that gets you the expo for 2 days, the whole cup, the award show, and the concert at WAMU.
Now this would be
how much is that? Is that $65? The 2-day pass? I think there might still be early bird passes available. I'm not even sure what the prices are, but I actually also, there's a Danko code, promo code, if you put in DANKO when you check out. But I don't even know yet what you get for that. I think it's probably 5% off or $5 or $10 off or something. But I'll find out and I'll put it out in a tweet and a Facebook message and stuff.
Yeah. Make sure you all are following Danny Danko out there on Twitter, at Danny Danko. And this will mark the second US Cannabis Cup. The first one is in Denver for 420. Second in a row where Slightly Stupid has been a part of the musical performance. How did that work down in Red Rocks? A lot of turnout.
It was amazing. First of all, that venue is just spectacular. It was my first time seeing a concert there. I had been there during the day, but it was just fantastic. The weather was a little rugged, but anybody who was there had the time of their lives, and we had a really nice time with those guys. They love herb. They're so pro-cannabis. They support NORML. They support our cause, and they're really cool guys, very down-to-earth and genuine. They love their fans. They love smoking. So we're going to try to get a few of them to participate in the judging process as well. My old buddy plays trumpet for them too. We've had him on our show, and those guys are just great. We love having them, and Redman is the same way. I mean, having the two of them perform is really a wonderful glimpse into stoner mind, because you've got your hip hop, you've got your reggae and groove stuff, and everybody's just combined and really interested in just having a good time and a nice, fun performances. I think it's going to be amazing. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
and Redman loves to judge and participate in that aspect of the cup as well. So it's nice to have performers that really, are part of the culture.
Yeah, and we'll be bringing you live coverage too here on 420 Radio. We'll be at the Seattle Cup, and we'll have Herb Thrasher and Brian the Red covering Portland Hempstock at the same time. So if you're at one and you're missing the other, Just tune into 420 Radio. We'll give you reports from both. And speaking of our 420 Radio replays, of course, Free Weed with Danny Danko, the High Times podcast, is available on replay here on 420 Radio. You can also get the podcast for yourself by going to hightimes.com/freeweed. And Danny, one other thing on these High Times Cups, you guys usually put together some excellent expert panels. I know the last few cups have had panels on dabbing and social media. Any idea what's going to be scheduled for our panels this coming cup in Seattle?
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of interesting stuff. We mixed it up a little bit. I'm going to be doing 2 different panels on Saturday and Sunday, one specifically on indoor and one specifically on outdoor cultivation. So I've got, DJ Short, and hopefully we'll get Kyle Cushman and a few other people for the indoor panel. And I've also got some people like Noel Manners and a couple of the outdoor experts from the region to talk about outdoor. We've got a legalization panel that's going to have Vivian McPeak and Allison Holcomb, Pete Holmes, who's the city attorney for Seattle, and Rick Steves, who was, instrumental in passing I-502. So that should be interesting. There's, I'm not sure, I think there's the social media panel, but it's in particular about like privacy and the internet and that sort of thing, and what, what it means to put something out there into the digital world, along with, your support of cannabis. And there's going to be, what are the other panels? I'm not sure. There's probably some information online pretty soon. Like, we'll put a schedule up of all the panels, but, there's edibles panel. For the first time, I think we're going to have topicals panel. To talk about cannabis topicals, things that people can spread on their skin that are very helpful with all kinds of, skin type diseases and problems.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to that because I know one thing that gets people over the hump when it comes to legalization, especially older folks, is when they learn that there's other ways to use it other than smoking it. Yeah,
edibles, topicals, those sort of things are definitely a field in which we just, we're definitely going to pick up a lot of other converts that, aren't necessarily going to smoke or vaporize.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Danny Danko, Senior Cultivation Editor for High Times Magazine, joins us on the 4th Fridays of every month here for the Cultivator's Corner. Any last words, Danny, for our audience?
Just, keep up the good fight, and I hope to see you guys at Seattle Hempfest and at our Seattle Cannabis Cup, September 7th and 8th. And other than that, just, keep up the good fight and free the weed.
All right, free the weed. Check out hightimes.com for more information, medcancup.com for the Cannabis Cup information. Follow at Danny Danko on Facebook and like him on Twitter. He loves to be liked. Danny, thanks for joining us again, man.
Thanks for having me, Russ.
All right, when we come back, we got a video from the Marijuana Policy Project, a new billboard going on outside the Brickyard 400, the NASCAR race in Indianapolis. I got a few things to say about that when we come back.
We'll be right back after these messages from our 420 friendly sponsors. Support these advertisers because their ad money goes straight to the Russ Belville Show. You're tuned into the Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation.
Greatest threats to liberty has been the government taking people's liberty for things that people are in favor of. The Pew Research Group shows that 50